Hello and good afternoon on November 21st, 2021. This is Wesley speaking, and I am joined today by another mysterious voice, Scott.
I hope I'm not that mysterious. Although maybe I'll take it. Maybe I'm dark and mysterious. Hey everybody, it's Scott.
So this is interesting. This is my first time actually hosting this event, and usually we have Caleb helping us out and setting up all the good stuff and all that great. He does quite a bit of work. So I come to find, like, streaming these games, but it's going to be pretty fun today. We've got like a couple games from the COGG Discord channel that we kind of picked up and just kind of showcasing them today. So please bear with us. This is kind of like our first time kind of moving through those different screens, and it's always kind of a fun puzzle to kind of get them all working. So I think we've got something nailed down, but we may have to kind of chime through some of these things. But
I think it'll all be good. The only thing I will say is we appreciate you, Caleb. We appreciate you very much.
Oh, always, yes, 100%. But yeah, so we'll get started. But the whole concept today is that we're basically gonna just do like I called it kind of like a quit spat of like different games from everybody's gameplay. So we're showcasing them. We'll give some critique. It won't be as crazy of a deep dive necessarily, because some of these are a work in progress too. But for the most part, like, the idea is just to kind of showcase what you guys are working on. So if you're new to us, we are the Central Ohio Game Dev Group, or COGG. You can visit us at thecogg.com. So actually, you can see that there, but I'm going to go ahead and switch this over so you can see our beautiful faces.
You can probably also reduce that music down too if you're not going to.
Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, I think with that, the music probably turned off. Yes. So,
works.
Hello. Now you should be able to see our faces.
I'm sorry about that. Nah, just kidding.
That's all good. Yeah, you'll see me looking over here. That's just because I'm kind of like working things through and I'm looking at the other monitor for things. But yeah,
that's kind of fun streaming with different monitors. We got our camera here, and I'm trained to always look into the camera, but I have to check chats over here.
Yeah,
and I have to check like other things over here. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, so if you guys have questions or comments, Scott's gonna be the one kind of checking through the chat channels for those things, and we'll kind of chime on back in. The cool thing is, you know, if you weren't able to make it today, this will be up on our YouTube channel that you're already here on. So if you found us, congratulations, you're here. But you know, as we start to go through, we always want to showcase your games. We have 3 events each month. This is our second event, so this is every third Sunday. We've always been saying, like, in November, even October, but November, December, some of the stuff might be a little bit of, you know, awry, so to speak, because holidays and stuff. So just keep an eye on our meetup page. So if you type in the COGG and the meetup page, you should be able to find us there pretty easily. Again, all this stuff is on our website too, so thecogg.com. You'll find our meetup page, you'll find our Facebook page, our Discord links, even our games that we're starting to build, which we'll talk about here, you know, after the show. But if you want to learn more about us, that's one of the best places to go. We also put resources up there for other different game groups around the Midwest and Ohio. So if you're interested in just getting to know us, like, that's a great place to go. So we will be, you know, kind of taking a deep dive into some of these things, but for the most part, they'll kind of just be showing off some of those different mechanics. And actually, I'm gonna close Steam because I got some friends popping on playing some other games. So I don't want them to be like, "Hey, what's this?" So
go invisible.
Yeah, am I forgetting anything? I feel like...
No, I think you did a good intro. I'm kind of excited about today's because we did set up our Let's Play videos with the idea of focusing on let me turn my own volume down because I hear an echo. On focusing on Columbus area or Ohio itself built games. So this one's kind of exciting to do a few of games that are they in progress or are they released?
There
We can
are
talk about that.
one of them is well, they're all still technically in progress.
Okay.
One of them is a game that was completed but updated.
Yeah.
Um, and
So I'm excited about
the
that.
other ones are still a work in progress. Or just kind of like, a game jam game, so they're, just kind of a quick creation, and maybe they'll keep working on it, maybe they'll move on to something else, but they're kind of a really nice little chunk. So yeah, so
Right.
normally the way these Let's Plays work is that we usually pick a theme, um, and then we call it up to vote on our Discord channel of like which games you guys want to play. So if it's like, a racing game, or if it's a, platformer game or a story game or whatever it is, we'll work to kind of get that in the Discord channel. This month, again, with holidays and everything, it didn't quite work out that way, but to be honest, like, I'm more excited about seeing everybody's work as well. So we've recently been doing a lot of just COG games. So that's what we're doing this month. Um, and then the first event that we have is the second Friday of the month for Prototype and Play, which is right in our Discord channel. Where if you do have games like these that you really just want to get feedback on, that's a great way to kind of showcase your games, like from 6 to 9 p.m. on the second Friday of the month. Had a really great blast I think it was last Friday. We had like, what, 6 presenters, I think.
We had a lot.
Five,
It
five
was a
or
good
six
day.
of them.
Yeah, it was a good show.
So really good there. And then the last event, which is coming up next Saturday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., give or take. Sometimes they really don't last that long. Is our Gamedev Meetup, which is kind of like our announcement event. So that we kind of talk about month to month, like what's coming up, what to expect, and we do like usually have a presenter talking about their game or game like the game related topic. So next month we have some really cool stuff coming up. So keep in mind with that, and then obviously we'll give you updates about like holiday changes and things like that, and what to expect. So definitely come there. That's next. That's kind of the one we've always had since the inception of COG, is our Gamedev Meetup. So definitely come in. Same thing in our YouTube channel from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. next Saturday. And that's usually the last Saturday of the month. So I always like to talk about our events if you're not familiar with that. Anyways, I think enough said. Let's go ahead and get playing. So I'm going to go ahead and switch on over to our first game of the day. So this one is the Pumpkin Tower Defense game. It was done by Free Comet. And again, all of these are just posted, kind of at random in our Discord channel. So we just kind of picked a couple out. We'll try to play through as many as we can. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to load this one up and get us ready. But this one's kind of like a neat Halloween theme, so this is kind of at the end of October. I wanted to kind of showcase this because I had a lot of really cool thematic things to it. So yeah, let me just kind of jump into that, and I'll get it
Yeah.
all loaded and ready. So. Turn off the Steam VR. For some reason, every time I get that up and running, it's like, Steam VR? No, we don't need that. Alright, so let me set up my Discord. And then set up that. And then hopefully you guys see this. Kind of wait to make sure it's all working.
Looks good on my end, and I can hear the music.
Good.
Smooth transition, Wes.
Cool. Fantastic. All right. So, like a tower defense game, this has a multitude of different types of mechanics. So if you look in the build, there's like, 5 different types of towers that you can make, and each one of those have different costs. So obviously, like the higher cost, may have more benefits, and you can kind of scroll over to see a little bit of their description. So Jack-O-Lant Launcher is a enchanted jack-o'-lantern, shoots pumpkin seeds, the most basic tower. So we have up here at the top left our currency, So we have 200 currencies currently, and this is in red our health, and then there's a wave. So if you're familiar with tower defense games, you have multiple waves that you'll go through of enemies that you have to attack before they get to the end of their round. And the end of the round here currently is this house. And if I use a W, A, S, and D, I can kind of move around the map. I can use Q and E to kind of zoom in and out. And so what I want to do is...
That's interesting, because a lot of tower defenses are typically a static screen, and you can see your whole world, but this one feels like it's a little different, where possibly you could have different areas of the map that you need to concentrate on.
Yeah. Yep.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Very
I could
cool.
see this having different types of maps. This is the only one they have in this version, but I could definitely see multiple in that maps where you have to kind of go around and see what's going on from one screen to the next. So, yeah, that could be really neat. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do first is get a Jack-O-Lant Launcher, because that seems like the appropriate cost for now, and I'm going to put it down here. This is kind of the road that they'll go on, and I'm just going to start the first wave, and you'll see like some enemies come up. They're like kind of like zombies, I feel like. And
So is that red area the circle, the area of effect for that pumpkin?
Yes, so you'll see these like lines, that is its range. So that is how far it can hit. So you'll notice it moved outside of that range, so none of those are gonna, you know, actually die. So unfortunately these ones are probably going to, unless I can build another one. Oh, I could. Let's see if I can put one there. Yep.
Nicely done.
Cool, good. And the other thing you'll notice that is if you click on those objects again, you can find other options. So you have, it gives you a description of their types, right? So you got a range attack is a number 750. I don't know exactly what that means. It's just the unit range that you can attack from. And then the damage amount, which is 2. The fire delay, so how fast it can fire. And then these are upgrades that you can do. So if you want to do, which we'll do here.
Oh, nice.
We'll increase the range, because that was an issue, right? Because they moved outside of that range. And then also the damage is always good, right? So I'm gonna kind of max it up.
If you had something in the middle, you would want more range. If you had something on the edges, more damage. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
So let's fire that one off. And you'll notice that as I defeat these guys, hopefully, I may have to wait. So
think you have to build something else.
Yeah, but I don't have enough currency because it's at 36 right now. So there's, I mean, I don't even have enough to upgrade yet. But, yep, so there we go. So as you start to defeat them, you'll get more money, more currency. So the goal then would be to kind of move on to the next one. Cool.
So I'm interested in the animation of that range circle. It looks like it turns towards the person it's firing at. It looks like that it's only shooting at one enemy at a time.
Right.
And it must be turning towards that person or that enemy in order to fire.
I think
and then when it's out of range, it stops.
I think you're exactly right. Yeah, because and I'll show this with the other mechanics, but there definitely is you can see it now. Look at the jack-o'-lantern's face is trying to aim towards a certain enemy, and then when it kind of moves outside of its range, it goes to the next one.
It's got the cannon sticking out of his mouth, so it makes sense. You got to face towards.
Well, these ones are like pumpkin seeds, so that's the one thing I thought would be cool is to see the projectile. You can definitely hear it, and once I get enough, I'll show you guys the next one. I'm just waiting for it to get up to 200.
We also have a comment from Duke. It appears to be picking the closest enemy, which that's always the thing in tower defense is, do you pick closest, do you pick weakest, do you pick strongest?
Right.
Some have where you can configure, or some it depends on the tower that you place.
And you'll notice that there's getting a lot more enemies now.
Yeah,
so that's the one thing I noticed is there is a specific amount of enemies that you're getting as you start to hit the next wave, and we're on wave 4 right now, so it's getting a little bit more challenging, assuming that you've upgraded. So we got enough for the cannon, so let's go ahead and place this guy. Where you wanted me to put this, Scott? Where do you think?
I would say in the middle.
Right here?
Yeah. I'm not too sure what the cannon does. Oh, it's got a small range.
And yeah, well, and that's the thing is, like, you never know until you place it.
True.
And that's kind of the fun of this is, I mean, obviously you can like
then you
read
learn
these things. Like if I said it's a pumpkin with a cannon, a pump cannon, if you will, fires an AOE projectile. So area of effect.
It is damaging more than one enemy. Nice.
So what I do want to do is, yeah, here it's 50. Got 50 enough to do range. So now let's increase that range just to make sure it doesn't move outside. And now it's like even having a hard time getting past the third bend just because it's so powerful.
Also, it looked like there are different enemies now. Looked like some of them were really booking it.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some different enemy types. So there's the standard, right? And then there's the one that you saw that was like some of them just run faster, which becomes really challenging, right? Because like this guy doesn't have has a really high fire delay, meaning it doesn't fire as fast. So that could definitely be an issue later. Let's start the next one. Get some money. See if I can upgrade some of these. Okay. I've had a lot of these pumpkin cannons, and it's so satisfying to hear them all going off like boom, 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 like it's just,
It is pretty good satisfying.
It was one of the comments I did make. I actually did get through Wave, and there is an ending to this game. So if you're willing to stick it out, let me know if in the comments you figure out what wave is the ending wave. I'm not going to say because you should discover that yourself. But it gets pretty crazy at the end. It gets pretty crazy. Like just the amount of enemies and stuff. So, do I have enough for, well, almost. Actually, I have enough for the stake shooter. Do that. Where should I put this one?
I would put it up high, in between the second and third bend. Where you don't have a... Yeah, right there, yeah. That sounds good. Whoa, look at that thing go.
So this one is, it's a stake shooting machine. So fire stakes that travel a short range in a circle around him. So it's a circular. So if they're really good. So you're right. There was actually a really good place to put it, Scott. Because if they move around the corner, this is a really good place to fire it.
When you place a pumpkin, do you get a preview of where your range is?
Oh, that's a good question. No, I don't think you do.
Okay. That would be a good suggestion. I know this is something that's in progress, but at least letting the player has no idea what it does until they actually do it, but giving them some information when they purchase money for it, just to give them a little chance for strategy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Which is the fun part of these games.
Yeah, I agree. It's always nice to be able to like get at least a little bit more like foundational information. Things that you know that are kind of similar between the different ones, like, you know, what's the range, what's the power. So this is the next one. So the Wispy Wizard, this one brings magic powers to the battlefield. He can slow enemies within a range of his magic. Where would you like me to put this one? Slows it down.
I would put him right with that same pumpkin right there. Yeah.
This one?
Can you put? Yeah. Can you put it in?
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah. Yeah. Can you put it there? That way they slow down and they really get hit by that.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
That rail shooter. Yeah. mean, no one's getting by that thing.
we've got a new enemy type down here. So this is a big slow guy, but he or she, I guess not specific. They have a lot of health. So they're like, if you get a lot of those, they become very difficult to defeat. So you kind of see how slow the health is going.
Ooh. Wow,
so yeah, it made it around the bend because it was too powerful.
That's cool. Oh, and there's 2 slow guys coming.
So I'm gonna save up for this. Well, I can leave them guessing. You want me? You guys, this is the last one. The Pumpkin. The mighty Pumpkin, a monarch to be feared by everyone but you. So I'm gonna leave that one up for you guys to try out. I mean, I can upgrade these a little bit, so maybe the range is wider, it slows down more, which is always fun. Yeah, I had a lot. Like I said, I had a lot of fun with this. Like, there's not a whole lot to it, but you know, it's like always that neat, fun to learn. And just kind of fun to master as you go. These guys are just like super slow.
Yeah, it's interesting how the Jack-O-Lant Launcher really doesn't do much to him. They're just a snake shooter.
But they're enough to just like weed them out. Like this one's got barely any health. That pumpkin. But
what do you think on like improvements? So I get questions. Are there any other maps, or is this the only map?
This is the one. This is the only one. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
As far as I know, that's when I played it. This is as far as it went. Yeah, I think I would like to see something a bit more like I do like the lines, right? I think they do their job, but I wonder if there's a way to incorporate it in a creative way, like maybe they're pumpkin vines or something, or
yeah,
like maybe it's a fog mist or something, like something eerie, spooky. This is a creative, like that's what I think about it. But you know, something that, I mean, maybe it's fine actually as a line, but just something a little different that doesn't feel like a, I guess I see it almost like a game development tool. So I think that would really help to polish it up. I do like you know, these enemy types, but they're so silhouetted it's hard to tell which one's which. So maybe changing their color between different
and
types.
We also had a couple comments on the health bars from the audience too.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So my thinking is one thing that backing up a little bit to state my point. When these type of games get exciting is when they get frantic.
Yes.
Like when there's tons of things happening, but you're still making good progress. It's like, oh no, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh, it looks like I am, and that's like the sweet spot.
Right.
And I think varying enemy types would benefit here.
Yeah.
Something that can fight back. So the tower defense games that I enjoy are usually where you have to put up a barricade or and then something like archers or something behind that barricade, but the baddies can still break through it.
Yeah.
If they pile up, right? So maybe something that can fight back against those first Jack-O launchers.
Right.
Just kind of vary it up a little bit where the enemy types are not just running down a rail, but they also can fight back, I guess. You know, something like that.
It's definitely like, you know, now that it's definitely got that MVP vibe, right? I know Caleb was talking about that in a channel on Discord, like make sure your minimal viable product is there. And I really feel like that's here.
I think so too, yeah.
So now everything else is like, okay, what other mechanics can you put in there? Maybe there's mechanics that feel like they are missing, that we need to try. Like you said, maybe it's a shield or something like that, like a wall to slow them down. Although kind of like that is a wall in a sense, of slowing him down with that pumpkin wizard. You know, So maybe we do have all those mechanics, but like, I would probably say tweaking it, like I like the start wave because you get to kind of explore if you got the right setup in the time that you want to explore it. But now I would say maybe try it without the start wave, just automatically as soon as, maybe make it to where, like if you want to start the wave, you can just do it, or like, I guess what I want is that to feel more frantic. Like I want it to like, obviously start as soon as you defeat the wave. Like that's what I think you should maybe try out and see if that works. So like if we defeat all these enemies, I just want the next wave to start. But if I want to start it sooner, like right now, I love that I can do that. Because
well, you can start a wave while you're in the middle of another wave.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, because
if you're like towards the end, you're like, yeah, I'm ready. Whatever, bring it on.
Well, because it makes sense, right? Because like, if I've got everything set up, I need money. I want it faster, and then I just start the next wave. Like,
yeah. But I do like the idea of that there is a timer on it to add to that franticness.
Yeah.
Is that a word? Franticness? To make it more frantic, to add to the frenzy, thank you. To have that start automatically after a certain timer. And then also that there's only certain builds that you can do, or maybe you have a certain bonus that you can apply during that time.
Yeah.
So you have to hurry up and build it in the middle of it, but you can still build during the waves, because you don't want to lock them down too much.
Yeah. It was challenging at first just because like we had to kind of figure out how the mechanics work, but after a while it does become I would consider quite a bit easy to, like, I haven't really upgraded anything in a while and I have no problem.
You're just sitting there watching it. Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah.
Thinking about how to increase the difficulty just a bit more might be nice.
Yeah.
Thinking like, okay, like, is it maybe these platforms can be damaged? Right? Like, I don't know, maybe, I wonder if I build one in their path. Oh, I can't. Yeah, so there's no way for these to be damaged.
Yeah.
So that's something I would definitely consider too, is like maybe your towers can be damaged and then you have to rebuild them, right? And that's more challenging.
But to give this developer credit, you and I have had a good conversation going back to your minimum product. We've had a really good conversation on things that we can add to this, right? And a lot of them is from our experience of playing other tower defenses. So kudos, I think there's a really good start here, and we've had fun just kind of playing the what-if game. Like, what can we add to it? Which is great. That's a good place to be in.
And this is what I want. a lot of enemies and just like destroying them. Like that's always the fun part, is just like decimating them.
Hey, put another stake shooter in that other loop, the first loop.
Here?
Yeah. Well, now it's kind of done, but is that close enough? Yeah, we'll find out. Look at that.
Yeah, I really like the fast ones, and they're just disappearing.
Yeah.
So.
Look at those! Oh my gosh! Look at that wall.
Yeah, it's a lot of. All right, so we're on 21, so at least goes up to 21, but I think we're gonna cut it for now. So let me bring it back.
Yeah, I agree. Shield just made a comment on the sounds. I like the ticking and the cannon sound. I like too. Shield was commenting. I like the rhythmic ticking of the stake shooters.
Yes, very addictive for sure. All
yeah,
right.
I haven't played a one of these kind of games in a long time, a tower defense game in a long time. So it reminded me how addicting those are.
Yeah, I used to play, what was it, Balloons?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a fun one. I thought they did a really good job in terms of like just adding diverse, like once you've got the minimal viable product, you're just adding in different kind of mechanics and having fun with playing it with the different types of, you know, enemies versus your towers and what they can kind of come in.
Mhm.
And it's like one thing that was really useful is now you're disadvantaged in the game or something like that because the environment changed or the enemies changed. So,
Right.
and with it being a theme, you can do a lot with that. Like it's Halloween, right? So you can bring in witches, you can bring in mummies, you can bring in ghosts, right? Maybe they can't be damaged, but you have to like guide them away from the building or something. I don't know. So there's a lot of really creative stuff that you can do just by the theme of it, and I thought that's kind of really neat. So this one was uh so it's the night before Halloween and monsters are attacking your home, hoping to eat the candy you left out for trick-or-treaters. Defend your candy from a 30 wave onslaught. So yeah, there's 30. There you go. There's the answer. With your collection of living jack-o'-lanterns in this Halloween-themed tower defense game. So I think this was done during a game jam, but I could be wrong. But either way, lots of fun. Great job. I'm really excited about that. Um, and I can't wait to play more if you make more because I thought that was really
Cool.
cool.
Also
So
had a question from Wyatt. He wanted to play, so he was looking for a link. I just dropped the link in the chat,
good,
so
good.
anyone else can see it. And I think that's okay because it's out in the open, so should be
Yes,
fine to share,
yes.
right? Okay,
Please
that's good.
do. Yep. Yep. All of these we're sharing today for sure. Yeah. And we're
Okay.
going to put them in the description of the YouTube channel after the event. But I just want to make sure we're going to try to get through as many of these we can. But if we don't happen to make it through the end, we'll at least try to share them as much as we can. So, but yeah, so next up we're going to do Paragon of Legends. Let me set that one up. Let me just do this. All right. So Paragon of Legend, short description: if Dark Souls had a baby with League of Legends. So it's a top-down kind of like isometric game where you're kind of moving around an environment and killing little enemies. You've got different spell types and whatnot. Um, so I thought this one was kind of neat. Just it was kind of unique to see in our channel. We don't get a lot of these, but I know a lot of people want to make them. They're pretty crunchy. I know we have a lot of we have one COG member that actually has a game that's like this, but they are pretty heavily involved. So I thought this was kind of neat, just to kind of play something a little bit different. Um, so without further ado, let me go ahead and get that one set up. So hold please while we try to get this one up. As I get that going.
And if you want music during these stay tuned cards, just go ahead and hum to yourself. Oh, it's
Oh, that's
fast.
my bad. Hold on.
Take your time. It's okay. Just let everybody know there is considerable setup. You would think it's just switching over windows and panels, but when you're streaming, there's considerable setup to go in between.
So hopefully this is a good setup.
Whoa, I'm over here now. Whoa.
There you go.
I think you're good. I'm looking at the YouTube
So
screen.
we'll try
That's good.
this. If I got to move my, the heads around or whatever, we'll do that. Um, cool. All right. So you hear music, everything look okay on your end, Scott?
Let me double check.
It's very soft, so you may
Yeah,
or may not.
that's nice sounding. I like it.
Yeah. That's the one thing I mean, I purposely didn't play this game a whole lot because I kind of wanted to discover a little bit more about it. But the one thing jumping in here for just the first little bit, the environments are really awesome. So I don't know if they
Yeah.
made these or grabbed them from somewhere else, but they're really gorgeous. So I think that's going to be really cool and key to play like this, what could be a story-based game. So they got all the mechanics, the normal, normal. This is a kind of like a top-down RPG. I'm blanking on the name because sleep and stuff.
I'm thinking Diablo.
Yeah,
That's what
Diablo.
I see, but okay.
So at the top left, there's right to click anywhere. So if you want to like select something, left click is the basic attack. So something comes up, you can click on that. Right click will allow you to move around in the world. And then click up on these up arrows, the Q, W, E, and R, to activate an ability. So if I move over here, just kind of explore a little bit.
Well, those look like hotkeys too. Can you just use the Q?
Yep.
Just use those keys in your keyboard? Okay.
Yep.
Right.
So I've got Q, W, and E on my keyboard. I can move around. So this is definitely a PC game. These normally are because there's so many things like activated.
Whoa.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, wow. So is the Q, W, E, and R, are those your only attacks?
Seems like it so far.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure I don't die on this one.
Yeah.
I died pretty quickly. Oh, okay.
You probably don't have to.
Oh.
Maybe...
I'm not doing anything. Hold on.
Oh, what was that? Yeah.
Oh no. I think I ran out of magic. I'm such a bad...
You still got 20 out of 50.
Oh, I missed.
Oh no.
I missed and I don't know.
This doesn't look good, Wes.
Yeah, I'm not. This is not. Go, baby, go. I need to level up. I'm so close to leveling up. So, that's one of the things I noticed is like, okay, so I got 16 out of 50. This is my magic down here. Then my health is above, which actually is going up too, so I could do this for a little while. But,
yeah, I guess you can.
Yeah, it's like me with spiders in real life. I just run away until they leave me alone. But this is the biggest nightmare about spiders is that they won't leave you alone, and they just like to hang out in their posse and just follow you everywhere. So
Hey, try shoot them now. I like that you have a little preview of where it goes first. Nice.
Man, that really does nothing.
I don't think that's doing anything. There you go.
Yay! Ooh, what did I get? I got, hey, potions. So I got one small health potion and one small mana. I'm just gonna probably let my mana go up, but definitely gonna use that potion. So that's one, I assume one on the keyboard. Yep. So now I got some more health, so I desperately need it. Let's go ahead and add some more abilities.
Are those also on your hotkeys for your number pad?
Yes.
Number
Whoa,
keys?
wait,
Okay.
On my numpad? I did do it.
I don't want your numpad. I meant to say the top bar.
Yes, I did do it on the top bar, but it's a good question. Oh, hi guys. Let's see what W does. I don't know what W did. Let's go back to Q. Oh, missed him. Oh my goodness.
I definitely see how there is there seems to be an unbalance between running from your enemies to do your to get ready for your attack and then re-aiming.
Yeah, it's oh no,
nice. That was a good hit.
Oh, and then they have bombs. This isn't good.
Oh, did that hurt them? No. Oh, no,
no. Yes, get them. Oh, it doesn't affect them.
It didn't affect them. I saw that too.
This is bad. Okay. Oh, this is bad.
Oh no, you're gone.
You dead.
You dead.
That's different than what I saw before. Last time it said something different.
Oh, kinda dark.
Let's see if it like. Okay, so it started here. Yeah.
Okay.
So
now you know a little bit more what you're doing.
Let me try this E and see if what E does.
Comment says maybe the W is a trap that you can set because it looked like you put something on the ground.
Oh, yeah. So maybe that's a trap. I think this E is like teleport. Okay, so it's like an evasion. So that's great because I don't know. I mean, basic attack is fine, but I don't think I'm doing anything to these guys. Look at that.
I don't think you're doing anything either. It's just killing you.
Good gravy. They're like, Nah. We're spiders. We're your worst nightmares. What if I hold down the left button?
Oh, that looks like it's
that
doing
was the
something.
problem.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna sleep with them. You have perished.
I
Yeah,
like
now
you
that I
guys.
know that, that's really good to know, because, here, we're gonna go
So
W.
I definitely think there's something about a tutorial that needs something
Oh, I stunned them.
with a tutorial that needs to happen here.
Yeah.
Oh. So, okay. All right. So you can stun them and then do this.
Yeah, actually, that's really
You have a
helpful.
much easier time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's he gonna do now? Oh, I forgot there was more. My bad. I was kidding.
So you have a stun attack. You have a big, powerful laser.
Yeah, now
And
that
what's
I know
the-
this,
what's the
this is
last
actually
one?
really...
Can you charge up that big, powerful laser
Uh,
if you hold it down?
it's so for me to attack, I have to hold down the left mouse button for it to like keep firing whatever the laser things are.
Really?
Yeah, if I just click, it doesn't fully activate it. If I okay, we're gonna do a thing.
Stun him. You
No,
know what to do now.
that was bad. That was bad. It was very bad. Okay. Me new. Dibby-dip-bip-bip-doo. Okay.
Dance with him for a little bit.
You guys were supposed to go in the hole. Wait, I got one. Ugh. Yeah, it's...
Oh, you got one. Okay, there you go.
Please be stunned still. Yeah. Okay. Everybody on the train of enemies. Okay.
It'd be nice if there was some type of animation, because it feels like it's mostly just running away. It'd
Yeah,
be
'cause I'm
nice if there
cheesing
was. It'd be nice if there was an animation lock when they get hit or something like that.
Yeah. Looks like the... Is that a... Ooh.
What'd you get?
Oh,
Another
flew
mana
over here.
potion?
Okay. Another potion.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which I actually need. So let's...
Are those? Is that furniture or anything? Those, or is it just decoration? All
I think
decoration.
the stuff in here is just decoration. Sometimes they have like equipment in those racks so you can get new weapons or something. Yeah, it's definitely really gorgeous. Like, I mean, it's
It is
not
very beautiful.
the craziest thing, but it's like for something that just, you know, it's kind of a neat little fun tool. It's like really, really neat to...
Oh, yeah, we've got a good question. Is this a single player game or a multiplayer game?
I think it's single player.
I can see this being really cool being multiplayer.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh
I
man.
got
You
messed
let
up
that
real
bomb
bad.
just smack you in the face.
I think
You're almost dead.
Okay, hit one.
You don't have much.
Okay.
Just that one guy just has barely any hit points left.
I know.
Oh no! 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 No!
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
hey, I leveled up, so I got some health. Oh, these guys. This is gonna be hard. Oh.
Ouch!
Oh my goodness, I missed it.
Oh, you missed.
So if I hold down that key, it actually shows the path. So holding down the keys
Oh.
is actually really important.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like it. That's
Oh shoot!
was good
No, they
aiming.
came
Oh.
back. Oh, good game. GG. The violin is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. that kind of gives you guys a little bit of snippet of that. So if you guys want to play that one, and you're not gonna watch me die over and over and over again.
Looks really cool. It also looks like something I'd have a lot of fun with.
Yeah.
I think there's some balancing that needs to be done with the combat.
Yeah.
Particularly making it less of a runaway situation.
Yes.
Right? If you can, balance it out so you can either stun them or certain hits do animation locks so they stop chasing after you.
Yeah, I was almost gonna say
maybe terrain to help, like, so you're not just running away, maybe getting behind some terrain.
Well,
so
here's the thing is I think they need a follow distance, right? Like they follow you if you get super close, but not if you're far away and you move out of their range of attack. Mm-hmm. So I think that would be really helpful, because then you could kind of move far away, and like especially like I had a really hard time using the blast ray, just because I couldn't get far enough from the enemies following me to warrant it. So like by the time I fired it, they were like right in my face. And it's like that, or just slow down the enemies a bit more. At least some of them, like the spiders, maybe a little bit. I can understand some of them might be faster and it might be more challenging, but yeah, just tweaking some of that stuff. Like it's not, I love it. I think it's great. Like these mechanics are a really great start, and I'm excited to see where this entails. I'd like to see maybe there's different type of weapons upgrade, because you're like maybe you have your basic attack is something else that gets upgraded over time. I do like how you kind of lock the doorways when you're in combat.
Yeah, that was nice. Cool. That was very cool.
Yeah, because then that could like force you to have to defeat those enemies rather than just running off. I know some people are like, oh, I don't like that because you feel like you're locking down the player. I said, but it kind of helps with progression a bit, especially when it's like magical arcane doors rising up and preventing you from moving forward. I think that kind of fits with the story and stuff, I feel.
Yeah.
So
I can also see potential of doing combinations of different attacks, like a stun and that powerful laser does even more damage, or stun enemies have take more damage, something like that, right?
Yeah.
I think having a combination of, like, you do this one first and then this one second produces result A. If you do this one first and then this one second, it gives you result B, and it's just slightly different.
Right.
Would give you variety of varied gameplay that would be a lot of fun.
I agree.
And it looks hecka beautiful.
Yeah, I think it got something here. I think working on it's kind of cool just to see these plants move. I know they're kind of like...
Yeah, I mean, that's detail that you don't see in a game like this early.
Yeah, it looks like really they just kind of have a sine wave moving through, but it's kind of neat.
It's good. It's good. It's really good. I'm interested to know too if it's assets or if it was built. The other thing is, I would say a tutorial, but tutorials are usually built last.
Yeah, I definitely see that there's some instructions up here to kind of help out. There might be some
but
more.
You had to discover the hold thing.
The hold thing would definitely be like left click and hold to basic attack would be helpful, or right click anywhere.
Something like that.
I mean, if I click, I can move, or I can hold down and I can move. Those things are gonna be pretty helpful. And the up arrow, oh, I guess that's that. Yeah, so that works too.
Yep.
Just some subtle things, but
very cool.
Yeah, looking really cool. Digging it.
When you level up, is it just general stats are leveled up for you? Do you have any stats?
I think so. Yeah, I guess that's the one thing is like, I don't know where the stats are, and that might be something later, right? Like,
or maybe there isn't, and I'm just putting too much of an RPG element onto it.
I think what happens is your health and your magic go up, because every time that happened, I got more health, just a little bit. So
Yeah.
like your base health and your base magic go up as well as like, a couple more points with
And
that.
there's a comment from Jason. This is like it's throwback gaming. You have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, I've been replaying a lot of Nintendo games, and yeah, tutorials are always the last thing I would build. So yeah, that's true. Because you have to have a game first and then build your tutorial, and then
Right.
to really fully understand how to build it. But yeah, I agree. I think great game design is if you allow the player to figure a lot of things out, because then the player has agency, the player has ownership, and they have that very special feeling of like, haha, I've conquered this game. I figured out how to do things. But I think there's a little bit of like a nudge on like the core mechanics, and then let the player figure things out.
Yeah, because you could build a whole tutorial. So you bring up a good point. You could build a whole tutorial and realize like, oh well, instead of really detailing this out in text or something, um, let's just make it more intuitive so that they can kind of figure
Yeah.
it out on their own. Because that would be hopefully the ideal situation, right? Like you can just kind of figure these things out through certain mechanics rather than just
Yep.
block screening a whole page of text so they can
Yep.
understand that.
And something that something a game that does this really well, Dark Souls, which is mentioned in this game,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I think is a really good example of that, because they do teach the player how to play in a non-verbal way. There's
Right.
always a tutorial area, but then they leave everything else for you to figure out. Like the first time you lose all your souls, you got to figure that out.
Right. Like, what does
Right,
that
and
mean?
what different stats mean that you always have to you put into poise or something like that, right? You have to figure that out. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's definitely good ways to do it. This
Yeah.
is really cool looking.
And if you do have a story in this game, I'd like to learn more. Like, where did the spiders come from? Who are you? What is the name of the area you're at? What is your objective?
That's just
Um,
a good general question in life. Where do spiders come from?
where do
Why
spiders come
spiders?
from? So, cool. Yeah, so great work. I'd love to see more, and if you do some updates, you've posted it in our Discord. Let me move back to
I'd love
that.
I'd love to play this game. This was really cool. I love the Diablo games, so this would throw me back. I like it a lot.
Yeah, this one was by Samurai Walrus. So, yeah, if you do an update, feel free to post in our channel again. I thought it was really cool. Um, so love to see more, and I got to get to a point where I can like finish it and see how it ends up because I haven't finished this one out of the games we've done today. But should be pretty cool if you do more. So, all right, let me get back to our faces. All right, so next one coming up is one you may or may not have heard of. It's Prepare for Warp. So if you haven't heard about this one, and I'll just kind of showcase this one real quick so you guys can see it too. It's actually on Steam, early access at this point. It's by Duke, one of our actually longtime members. He's actually built this game before, and he's been working really hard to update it and add some new features and qualities to it. So again, it's on Steam Early Access. Prepare for Warp Unlimited Edition Beyond Insanity. Insanji. So definitely check it out. We've been posting this and kind of sharing this game, a couple times in different posts and whatnot up to the early access point. So if you get a chance to, definitely check it out. We're gonna play a little snippet of it. But what's really cool is Duke's been kind of posting stuff in our Discord periodically. So if you're interested in seeing his progress, he's been doing quite a bit here. Um, and it's kind of a neat, like, moving game from, like, once kind of like moving and avoiding these asteroids and different obstacles and enemies. And you kind of gain these different abilities you see over here on the right side. And get a chance to kind of upgrade your ship as you go through different levels. Um, and your goal is to get at the end of the warp, so you can move to the next portion, so to speak. So we're gonna go ahead and play that. So let me go ahead and get, whoop, not that one. Yep, that one. Sorry, I'm like trying my best not to confuse myself. Let's get this running. Oh, I need to do something real quick. See, this is why I actually need Steam running. Should have known that.
Oh, yeah.
I had it running and then I closed it for resource reasons. Okay, cool. That's good. Oh. Forget the person behind the mask. Alright, let's see if that looks better. Yes, it does. Okay. See that okay, Scott?
Yep.
Alright, cool. So this is Prepare for Warp. I will probably not have a good place for our faces because there's a lot of real estate to kind of showcase a lot of the content. So we'll start here, and then what I might do is actually turn our faces off so you guys can see everything.
Can you turn the music down just a little bit?
Yes. I forgot if they could do that. Yes. Is that better?
Yeah. I'd say try. Okay, speak.
Speaking now.
Yeah, I think you're good. That's great. That's
okay,
great.
Cool. Yep. So so we've got our main menu screen here, brought to you by Smiling Cat Entertainment, and so we have, you know, a lot of new updates, like in terms of models and graphics and whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of get into it. So if I go into, actually gonna show the credits since they do that. I like to show credits a little bit.
And also, FYI, the developer, he's in the chat right now. So
Oh,
if you
cool.
have any questions for him. Yep.
Hey, Duke. How's it going? So, I don't know. I actually don't know how long this is, so I may not do the whole thing, but you can take a look at it. But feel free to go through the credits. I always like to showcase that if I can. So let me hit engage. Alright, so this is kind of our main menu. So this is where I'm going to turn off our faces. So let me do that. I'll turn them back on when it makes sense. But that way you can kind of take a look at it. So we have a lot of different types of things that you can unlock. And you'll see your spaceship at the top right here. So this is kind of what's kind of being updated. You'll see your score and the different types of achievements. You've got your upgrades and your consumables. So these are things that you can upgrade on your ship, and the consumables are like one-time items that you can purchase as you're going through the level. And you'll notice over here, the main part of the screen on the left side are, you know, a mixture between all of your different items. Here's those consumables again. You got your ship upgrades. As you go through, there's another section called your Subspace Market, which includes, you know, you can include, you know, dark matter as part of that, which is, you know, trade restricted equipment. So there's a lot of things to unlock as you go through that you'll notice over here on the left. Some of these are grayed out. As you start to progress, these will start to unlock. And as you start to go through, you have different types of currency, whether that's this green currency or this purple currency here, will actually allow you to unlock different parts of this. So like if I want to do a subspace upgrade, let's do boost shield percent by 1%, because I probably will need that. And then you have over here kind of like your different types of achievements. So scoring higher is an achievement that you can get. These are the ones that looks like, you know, that you've got that you can move through and achieve. And then as you go through, there's a lot, like I'm telling you, a lot of achievements you can do.
Yeah, there are.
So
Yeah.
this game can keep you busy for quite a while. And then this last one is kind of your worlds. So you can choose different types of worlds. I've already played this a little bit. So this is kind of like your tutorial, which is kind of a pun for kind of your tutorial level. Level 0. And then you've got your other levels as you go through. Nubius, there's Tremar, and then Pelon, and then as you go through, you'll notice there's a lot more levels to unlock, all the way up to like level 50. So let's go ahead and go through the tutorial a little bit just for people who are new. So you'll notice that as soon as I choose that, it changes kind of the background, which is kind of neat. Like if I change different worlds. So we'll start there, and
subtle nod to where you are at.
Yes. Yep, and I think nah, just the background. I was gonna say I wasn't sure if the ship would change too, but just the background for now. So so yeah. So I don't have anything else I can upgrade. I don't think. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go ahead and move through it, and this big button here will do prepare for warp. So use the A and W keys, or you can also use a controller. So I don't have my controller set up currently. One of the updates that he did was actually just some of the button updates. I don't know if it's reflected here. May not be, but what's one of the things he's working on right now is the UI. So during this early access, you'll start to see things get updated and pushed. So our idea is to, in this meter at the top left corner with the purple kind of atom icon, you want that's where your placement is on the warp platform. So as you start to progress past the asteroids, you want to get towards the end so you can get fast enough to warp to the next level, essentially. So you don't want to hit too many things with the shield, as they will deplete, and then hit even more things and you will explode eventually. So something to keep in mind. So the idea is just to kind of avoid these asteroids. And I've actually got like an item right now that automatically like kind of destroys some asteroids in my way. It's just some small stuff. I'm not doing anything to laser, it just does it automatically. And then it gives you like a little pop-up of like how far you are in the game. Now I can hit space and I can warp to the next one. So this was, again, was a tutorial level, pretty easy stuff. I get some points for that. On to the next one. So let's do one that's a little bit harder. Let's do level 2. See if I can do anything. Emergency retros. Install single-use emergency brake. Oh, sure. Why not? And move to the next one.
Love the music too.
Yes, the music is
great.
very nice. This one gets a little bit harder. And one of the other neat things is that Duke actually does stream on Twitch every so often. So if you're in our Discord, he's got a channel in there, and he'll let you know when he'll post. I mean, he also posts in the Share Your Game channel, which is where we grabbed a lot of these from. So just keep an eye on some of those too, and you might see him working away and testing things. I saw him kind of working out some of the mechanics.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was trying to pick up one and really got blasted.
Sound effects are great too.
I barely got that one. Oh my goodness.
Nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's this here?
Yeah. Well,
oh, no.
Almost there.
You have failed successfully.
But hey, I got some points for that, even though I really foobarred that.
Which is good. That's always good. You don't want to frustrate the player too much. Even though you didn't get to the end of that, you still keep something.
Right.
To keep moving forward.
Yep, because I probably need something. That's the one thing is usually when I'm on the controller it's not so bad, but I always forget the buttons on the keyboard. I will tell you that this game definitely is made for a controller. So if you do have like an Xbox controller or PlayStation or like a cheap Logitech controller, definitely use that.
Or phone or tablet, right?
Yeah, I wonder if I yes. Well, and this one for Steam, it's I think.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Right.
But they did have a Android version at one point. I don't know if I can connect my device or not. Seems to try. Yeah, I'd have to stop the game, so I'm just gonna keep using the keyboard. So I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do the Peloton. Is that a new one? No, that was a new one, yeah. I'm gonna buy some, let's do a laser.
There you go.
Oh, I see. So my cursor, I can click on those buttons on the left and right side.
So now you're using keyboard?
Yes, I've always been using the keyboard. I haven't connected my Xbox controller to this yet.
Oh,
so.
I see. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'd actually synced it to my Xbox, so now I had to resync it to my computer.
Yeah, I know how that goes. It's a pain in the butt. I know.
Yeah, it's a little
you should show them what the jump looks like.
Yeah, hold on.
As you get smashed into asteroids.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, this is definitely challenging.
Duke is saying that the abilities are key mapped through the number pad. Number pad. The numbers at the top, 1 through 6.
Right. I forgot about that. Let's do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again. That'll help.
Okay.
So yeah, you've got. I think that's.
Oh, okay.
1, 2. Oh yeah, and this also says right bumper, left bumper. Y, B, A. Yeah,
oh, okay. I see the numbers now.
Of each of those.
Right.
Yep.
You're right. So maybe, yeah. You know what would be really helpful is right now they're on the number pad across the top.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be great to have them in the number pad on the right of your keyboard.
Oh yeah.
So I could because right now I gotta hover my right hand over.
Yeah. You're using your right hand for the arrows. I'm assuming the arrows, and then your left hand for the numbers. Yeah.
Exactly. Like if I had it on the right, I mean I'm right-handed, so it's not a big deal. But it'd be nice to have it separated.
That gave me anxiety. Oh my gosh.
All right, that's the point.
You got this. You got this. So you only have a limited number of jumps, right?
Yes.
You don't.
You start off with I think 3.
3. Yeah. Whoa, good dodge.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay alive.
Things are getting crazy.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Dodging a black hole.
Yeah, there's these little pickups.
Hit some other buttons. Hit 4.
Oh, I was like, oh, I looked down. Hit some other buttons. He just wants me to die, guys. So it looks like you gain these currencies. Whether you complete the level or not, you're getting points, and then these Subspace Market currencies you get if you complete a level. So
which is good for a runner. That's what this game is kind of a runner.
And I also forgot you can buy them too. So if I wanted some of these dark matters, I could say I'm running out because they're kind of expensive. But if I had a bunch of them, I could buy 3 of them and do an upgrade. But yeah, let's do 1. I feel like I'm not ready for that other one yet.
Oh, ouch.
That's okay.
I'm wondering about the hitbox. Like, how big is the hitbox? Does it go to...
It's the shield, I think.
Oh, it's the shield, that's right.
Pretty close anyways. Yeah, I think if you do... Didn't like that. Yeah, Duke, I totally feel it when you're like presenting how hard it is to like try to do some cool stuff or talk about it, because it's like, I mean, it's one of the cool things is it's very intense, especially at the later levels. So trying to like talk about, hey, you know, navigating through these, here's the buttons. Oh, I can warp now. There. Cool. So maybe we'll get some dark matter.
Press any warp.
Maybe, maybe not. I think you get them. Oh, I do. Well, no. I think you get them when you complete a new level, but not when you've already completed one.
The warp doesn't happen automatically. You have to
hit spacebar.
Ah,
yeah.
Which is kind of cool, because if you're in a groove and you're doing really well, you can probably collect extra points, right?
Yeah, you can definitely. Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong on that, but because I usually just, as soon as I hear that, I just hit spacebar because I don't want to die.
Yeah, but I like that, because if you need just like a little bit extra cash in order to purchase the next thing,
yeah,
and you're also in a groove, like you have that really good satisfying feeling that runners have, like if you're just like in the zone and you're feeling really good and you're hitting all the right buttons, right? That's a really good feeling. You can keep going if you want.
Yeah, and
right before you die, you can warp.
I think at the later levels especially, you can get a lot more points, right? Like if you get a couple more seconds, and it's, you know, because it does get more intense and faster as you go a lot of times, or there's more enemies. So there's potential of getting more. And there might be some achievements too, right? Like I wonder if there's an achievement of... That would be cool, Duke. If you don't have that, that'd be kind of cool, like an achievement where you just kind of linger on before you warp for like a long amount of time, like for like, I don't know, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Yeah,
that would be kind of cool.
That's a good idea. I like that.
You might chime in and like, it's in there. But that would be a cool achievement, just kind of... Yeah, there's some really good stuff in here. Speeder.
And I will say that Duke has been playtesting this game in our prototype and play event, so we've been watching his progress with this game, which has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I think he's doing a great job too. But he's also showed us, and it's so much fun. We ask him like, oh, how hectic does it get? How crazy does it get? So, well, let me show you what level 20 looks like, or something like that.
Yeah,
it's amazing. There's so much stuff going on. It's really cool.
He's definitely really good at his game, more so than me. But I really enjoy playing this game because, like I said, there's so much to unlock and so much to. I mean, like, it saves your progress. So, like you saw how I'm in level 3 right now. So as you kind of progress, you can unlock more, and like I said, it gets more and more hectic progressively. So it's kind of fun to, your upgrades get more and more crazy. Like, he's got like some of these lasers, these kind of automatically like blasting a lot of asteroids, so he doesn't even have to go through some of the asteroid fields, because there's a lot that just kind of gets taken care of because some of the upgrades. So he's definitely got like a lot of stuff that is taken into consideration as you start to move up and whatnot. So, but yeah. Right. So definitely check that out. It's on early access on Steam. And
scroll up in your chat. I've got a link in there.
Good. Yeah. So that kind of gives them, like I said, early access is a great way for developers to kind of get feedback as they start to finalize the game. So if you're starting to work on it, I think it's like right now I think it's even on sale. Let me see if I can move.
Note from the developer: everything relating to key binding is changing in the current update being worked on. When done, all the abilities will be custom rebindable. with reasonable presets, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I think that'll help with a lot of things that you were talking about, and there were a couple other people talking about, well, how do I know what the key bindings are? So I think that's an update coming soon.
Yes. Cool. So yeah, so it's like, for early access, it's like $5. So
That's a lot of fun too.
definitely check that out. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. And we'll kind of give you guys progress as we go. So, cool. All right. So I think that's what we got for this game. I think we've got some more time for one more game. And
You sure?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
Well,
right.
we
Yeah,
have one
yeah.
more game, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
In
I
terms
forgot
of the
we had
slew
one
of
more.
things. So let me go ahead and get that set up. All right. Yeah, really great stuff so far, guys. Like I really enjoy like playing through these. I mean, a lot of times, um, you know, we don't always have time to go through these like I'd like to. So sometimes it's nice to kind of go through them and kind of share them with everybody through these events. So let me get my share up. Alright, so we'll have to see. So let me tidy that up at the bottom. Cool. And then you hear that okay, Scott?
I'm taking a listen to it. I think the music is a little too loud.
Okay.
It's way too loud.
Let me get the option, see if I can do.
Just the master. Take the master down.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, it goes down real quick.
It does, yeah. I would say 50% was probably good.
Well, I can't hear it at all anymore. Do you hear it? Or am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy. Sorry. And I apologize for the audience too. They're saying like a 5-second delay that we have to figure out.
Yeah. Hold on. How's that?
All right, 3/4. I think just a smidge down. Okay, you're good. Right there.
Okay.
Sorry.
And I will say, for those of you who do have these games, it seems like a lot of like work at first to kind of like get these options in, but for streams like this, they're godsend because it allows us to have more control where I don't have to go through and figure out how to go through my audio down here or something like that. So much appreciated. Actually, let me close that and close that. That way I don't have a lot of things going on. Cool. So again, credits where credit is due. It's brought to you by Teiko Studios. This is called Neverland. And actually, let me go ahead and see if I can showcase this here. Cool. It does come up. Awesome. So we have their Steam page. So one of the things that they've had this game out for a little bit. It's actually on our website right now. As so is Prepare for Warp. So we got a COGG page, which I'll show you here at the end of the show. But they have a new update. Theirs is in early access as well, and their new update is that they have a Chapter 2. We're probably not going to get into Chapter 2 today because we kind of want to start from the beginning, so there's some context. But definitely check it out. There's a new update for that. But it's a 2D story-based game, adventure game, focused on dialogue and unique puzzle gameplay. So we follow Amber, and 11-year-old girl who wakes up one day in Neverland, a magical dreamlike place where your outer appearance is reflective of your own self-opinions.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's kind of neat. It's cute. They have like a lot of different voiceovers that we're gonna get here in just a little bit. But I kind of wanted to showcase this page. So I don't know if Scott, you can post that in the chat as well.
I can do that.
Kind of move through there. All right, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I might move our faces around. So WASD is to move. You can click to talk, and this game has an autosave functions, and you can hit escape to pause.
Hey, settle down over there. I'm trying to get some work done over here.
I do appreciate the voiceovers.
Sorry,
Yes.
mister? Wait, who are you? Where am I?
I figured you would have no idea where you were or what's been happening to you. Take a seat, kid. I'm gonna tell you all about a magical world called Neverland.
Okay.
So the prologue.
Ever useful amnesia
What's your name,
trope.
kid?
Yes. So what's your name?
Amber, nice to meet you.
Well, Amber, I'm sure you've noticed by now that you're a little bunny rabbit and that I'm a beat-up old puppet.
Yeah, I have. I always imagined being a bunny would be super cool.
And you don't think it's weird at all that you're now a bunny rabbit and I'm an old puppet?
Nope.
Not at all.
Guess it's a little weird. Still cool though.
Well, I'm glad you're not questioning all of this. It'll be a lot easier to explain if you just go along with what I'm saying.
I love that line right there. That's perfect for video games. I'm glad you're
yeah.
not questioning all of this.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't question it.
Sure, Puppet
It's
Man.
fine.
I'll go along with what you're saying now.
The name's Pepper, not Weird Puppet Man.
But I like the name Weird Puppet Man too.
Regardless, you're at a
I
place
do.
called Neverland now. Think of it like a shared dream. Everyone here is asleep, and they're all dreaming about this magic place together. However, you can only leave once you address and deal with your own personal problems, you see? It may seem cool now, but trust me, you'll get tired of being here faster than you think.
That's reassuring.
Huh? What do you mean personal problems?
Everyone who comes out here has something going on in their head that they need to work out. Maybe it's a lost friend, or a tragic past event, or any number of different things.
That's cool.
Huh.
Once you figure out what's holding you back, you can get on out of Neverland and go back to your original, normal life.
Oh, that makes sense.
You're a smart kid. Smarter than most kids your age anyways. Say, what do you think your personal problem is?
That's a very personal.
Very direct.
Hey, what's your problem, kid?
Gosh.
Your personal
I don't know.
problem.
I don't think I've had anything like that.
Well, you got plenty of time to figure it out.
Hey, can you get to the part about bunnies and puppets?
Yeah, let's get to the bunnies
sorry,
and puppets.
Kid. I've been around for quite a while, and sometimes I forget things. It's part of being old. In Neverland, people's own opinions of themselves are shown to everyone else through their physical appearance. Say someone thought they were the most beautiful person in the whole wide world. In Neverland, they'd look super duper beautiful.
Super duper.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
It sure sounds amazing, but that means that the beautiful person probably isn't that beautiful in real life, and they're actually a jerk about being more beautiful than they really are. That makes sense to you, kid?
Yeah, I guess. That's kind of weird, though.
Looks like you're a cute little bunny rabbit. Let me guess. You're a pretty energetic kind of kid, but you think that you're a little too naive, huh?
What does naive mean?
Well, for lack of a better word, kinda clueless.
I'm not clueless. My get smart.
I'm not trying to say you're a dumb kid or anything. Ah, forget it. You'll figure your issues out soon enough, I'm sure. Say, kid, you like solving jigsaw puzzles?
Kinda. My mom and I used to do them all the time when she was home.
Good, good. Want to solve one right now?
Sure, but why do you want me to solve a jigsaw puzzle right now?
Well, let me show you.
Jigsaw puzzles. Yeah.
You see,
This
kid,
is
problems are
great.
like puzzles. You have all the pieces you need, but sometimes you just don't know where to put them. But once you figure out how to solve your puzzle, it's easy to fix the problem. See what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Sometimes people in Neverland will have puzzles for you to figure out. It's sort of a tradition around here.
That's a fun tradition.
You'll get tired of it soon enough, kid. Trust me.
You get tired of Neverland. Okay, so now I can move these around. It's kind of neat. I like how they're
Very cool.
transparent.
Yeah, I like that too. And they snap into place. I wondered if they snapped.
The snap.
Oh,
Like
does it
one
go
of these
there?
eyes.
Which one? Where does that one go?
This is really. But it's it's getting the mechanics down, right?
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sure
yeah.
there's obviously more.
And I
puzzles.
love the
I'm glad you
intro
enjoyed
to
your
the
first puzzle.
puzzles. He's like,
Now,
hey, you want
I
to do
have a
puzzle?
special mission for you,
Sure.
kid.
What is it?
Right outside my door is a town called Corcone. It's a pretty neat little town, if a bit cramped.
Cone? How do you spell that?
That's what I was wondering. I was surprised.
It's
It's
not super
like, huh.
important right now, kid. I want you to explore the town and find a man named Quinn. He could probably help you with your problems.
Where can I find
I
him?
wonder what Quinn is.
I don't know. Should be somewhere near here. Just ask around, you'll find him eventually.
Yeah, I definitely am interested to see what the other characters are like, because they're representative of who they think they are and who they think of themselves in real life as reflected here in this world. So I'm like, okay, so yeah, they're a bunny, cute little bunny, and this is they said a puppet man, right? So what do they think of themselves as a puppet in real life? Like, why do they feel
Yeah,
that way about
exactly.
themselves?
Are
It's
you
kind of
sure
an
I'll be
interesting
able to find
concept.
I'm not a map, kid. Just get out of here already, alright?
Get out of here, kid. It's like I helped you enough. Oh, and I could.
What do you want, kid? I already told you everything there is to know. Go find Quinn and Corcone, will you? I'm sure he can help you get started on your journey.
I love it.
Very, very satisfying door opening sound.
Yes. Wanted. Reward possible. Cool.
Reward possible? Was that a question mark on there?
No, it's an explanation. I think it's exclamation point. Yeah. Reward.
Oh, okay.
Or wanted. Yes.
Reward possible.
Possible. I like an alien dude.
An alien. Interesting.
Hello. I'm looking for a man named Quinn.
Quinn! He's still hanging around here.
He is? I was just told to find him.
Well, you better not be working for him. Either way, I have no idea where he's hiding.
He's got like a
I know.
thing in his head.
He has a lot to think about.
I don't know either.
He's an alien.
Yeah. So what does that mean? How he thinks of himself?
Does he like alienate people? Or that he feels alienated?
He feels, and that's what I was thinking. He feels alienated. What is that?
It's. Oh man. I don't know.
Are you excited for Candyman's show tonight?
There's a show tonight?
You haven't heard of it? Oh man, it's gonna be so awesome!
Sorry, but I can't stay for a show or anything like that. I'm looking for someone.
Aw, that sucks. You should totally catch a different one somewhere else, though. Candyman does them all the time.
I'll keep my eyes open, I guess.
Huh.
What is that? All I think of is Pop Tart. I don't know if that's right though.
It kind of looks like Nike.
Yeah, I know.
swooshes. But yeah, I
Or
guess
the
I mean
paper?
that's the thing, right? Like you just never know until maybe you discover
Right.
more about them.
Which I like that. I like that
Yeah.
a lot.
Because it's just entering into a world that's just kind of kooky and interesting and just neat to discover like what's kind of going on and
Oh.
Are you going to the show coming to town later today?
who's this?
This is a Pop Tart.
No.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh.
Okay.
What a short
Fine.
conversation.
Look at you being a gamer, clicking on things that you think you can pick up.
I want to. Looks like a
I know.
like a leaf, maybe a cookie or something. Oh, is this?
Oh,
Is
oh.
this? Wait. Oh, I thought this was Candyman. Are you new here? Is what
yeah,
it said.
I'm looking for someone named Quinn.
Quinn, I haven't seen them around here for a while. Maybe check by the east side of town.
Which way is east
I think
again?
it's more like maybe check by the east side of town.
Try going to my right. You should find him if you look over there.
Okay.
Much better. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, hey,
Well,
this is the wanted guy.
yeah.
What's someone like you doing around here?
I'm looking for someone named Quinn. A weird old puppet man sent me.
A puppet man, huh? Well, if he sent you, then I guess I can help you out. Quinn is a hideout in the woods to the north of here. If you poke around enough, you should be able to find it pretty easily. Either way, you need to leave this town pretty soon. This isn't exactly the safest town for a kid like you to be in right now.
Hey, I'm almost a teenager. I can take care of myself. For the most part.
Just listen, I'm trying to look out for you, okay? Keep going straight through the woods, and you'll see a little patch in the trees after a bit of walking. That should be where Quinn is hiding out. I know it seems like a long way to go for someone like that, but I think he can help you out if you're getting started here in Neverland.
Okay, I think I've got the directions. Thanks, mister.
I love the stars in the eyes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really like the just little subtle animations of expressions and
Be careful.
talking
There
or
might be
whatever.
a few people on the way who aren't super friendly.
Yeah, I've
Don't
noticed
worry,
that.
I'm pretty good at making friends.
Not what I meant.
I've noticed that most people, except for one or two, have been negative.
Yeah.
Their personas are negative.
I guess this is where he told me to go, so
Why not?
why not? I'll
Beware
just-
of beware of people in the path.
Normally I would explore the entire area, but you know what? Let's keep going. Just take a time. So you said there was like some kind of hole or something in a tree?
All I remember is don't talk to other people.
Oh, hey.
Oh, money! Money, money, money! Go up. Can you get through there?
Oh, I don't know. It's getting a little stuck here. I wonder if I can. I want it.
How oh,
Congratulations. Oh, I just have to click on it. You found a token land.
Oh, okay. A token land? Did you get it?
I think so.
Mm.
I wonder if there's like an inventory system. If I hit escape, that pauses it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's some.
Are you
collision.
hitting like the upper limits of the map?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's a
okay.
collision.
Alright.
I think it's
Okay.
based off of like literally the image.
Oh,
Yeah.
not the feet of the character, but
Yeah.
the top of the head. Okay.
Yeah, so that might be nice layering if we can.
Reduce
in
that
there.
hitbox.
But I do like, you know, when you get to the parts where you can overlap and get some depth in there. So let's see. There's nothing down here.
You are going to explore the whole thing. Didn't mean to, but you are. Oh,
a puzzle.
cool. I love how it's like a random
oh, it's
encounter.
timed. Oh, I gotta.
Oh. It's a corner piece. It's a corner piece.
Yes, the
Oh,
corner
I thought
piece.
it was.
Oh. Can I? Uh-oh.
Nope. Oh, the pressure. The pressure.
I actually have to do. Oh, wait.
It's
Oh, that was
basically.
Oh, that was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Misleading.
Puzzle completed. How'd the alien guy beat you out here?
I don't know. That seemed kind of like a what do they call them? Random encounter.
Yeah, it's exactly what I thought too.
It's
Like
interesting.
Old school RPG random encounters, but instead. Well, then again, you went behind those trees. I don't think it's random.
Yeah, I'm sure they're
mm,
maybe laid out, but you know, this is the idea.
Maybe it is.
Oh,
Oh, look at this Tetris. So, can you flip or rotate? I mean.
oh, down. Okay, yes.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, I messed
Oh
up.
no!
I missed. I pressed down like I normally do in Tetris, and it messed me up. That's pretty
You can
funny.
fix it. You can fix this.
No, I can't.
Again,
I'm really bad
you
at
only
Tetris.
have 15 seconds.
Oh, I did it
Oh,
again.
no.
I bet you I just needed to get a line.
Maybe.
I want to
Or
start
you
you
have to
from the
start
beginning
all
of
the
the
way over?
forest. Okay,
Oh no.
that's okay.
That's hilarious. I've never seen someone play Tetris and not even get one line.
Well, you press
the
down
thing
to
Yeah,
complete.
that's,
Like that was my problem and apparently that's
Yep.
how you flip it.
I knew exactly what happened. Yeah. Down is usually place it. Okay, so it's not totally random, or maybe because you completed that other one.
Right,
We'll see what happens when you get back up to where you ran into Tetris.
right.
Yep. So it's not random.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
You can do this. Nice. Oh, fill in the gap.
Ugh.
That's just a losing piece.
I'm just really bad at these games. People are gonna be like, "Why is he really bad at this?" Yes, I know I'm bad.
Something about Tetris is there are
Oh my gosh,
no.
I did it again.
Oh no. I don't think you're gonna make it.
Wait, I did it somehow. I think you just have to last.
Oh, you just
as
have to
long.
survive.
Oh, okay. Well,
Nice
good.
job, Wes.
I thought I had to actually do something with it. Like, I mean, it probably would have been easier if I did. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
completed a line and just wouldn't have to
You're back where
sweat
you
at the
were.
end.
You're back at the beginning. That was a big loop. Where are you supposed to go?
Oh, yeah, because I already been up there, right? Okay. Well, let's,
Yeah. And the interesting thing about doing a little Tetris mini game is I've built one or two of them myself, and there's not difficult, but there is a surprising level of difficulty of making a Tetris clone.
oh, really?
Yeah. To make it feel good,
Right.
to make it feel right, because there you go. That's where you have to go. There's a certain level of stickiness
Mm-hmm.
that Tetris players expect.
Yeah.
And also a specific level of like how the pieces slide across each other before they actually connect. Oh, you playing Simon? That's great.
Wait, what?
I think it was the green one 3 times in a row.
Yeah, that's what I did. Okay.
That's confusing.
Well, I think that does it because we're
Yeah.
running towards the end of the
I-
4 o'clock. But yeah, this is
I
a really
love
cool
the-
game. I really like the idea of like, it's kind of like Professor Layton, where it's all puzzle based, right?
Yeah.
And their encounters. But this one I like because they're a little bit more simpler. Those Professor Layton games, the puzzles are like really hard sometimes. But yeah, this is kind of neat. Like, is a lot of dialogue. It's kind of moving through, and really interesting characters. They're so kooky. I love it. I really, really enjoy that.
And I think there's a lot to be explored in the story of how people feel about themselves.
Yeah.
And how that is reflected on their outside. And also, I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there, especially now in the last couple of years with the pandemic. A lot of people have been going through a lot of stuff right now. So
a lot of self-reflection. Yeah.
A lot of self-reflection, exactly. And I can see, people with anxiety issues and how that is portrayed. People with self-doubt issues, how that is portrayed. People with narcissism, how that is portrayed, right? And they touched on that in the beginning of, like, if you think you're the most beautiful person in the world.
Yeah.
There's just so many really cool things that can be explored here.
Yeah. I'm really interested in where they go with that reveal concept of, like, how you feel about yourself is represented in this world. And what does that mean for you to combat that? Is it like, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? But it, like, makes you think about that more, about like why is it important to kind of understand who you are, and what to do with that, because it may or may not even be a bad thing, right? Like, you might say, I feel this way. It's like, well, that's not bad, right? Or maybe you just need to think about how you self-reflect on yourself so you can make changes that you want to do, if you want to do changes, right? So yeah, it's kind of neat because it's, like, very simplistic and cartoony in a sense, but it makes you think about some deep stuff as you start to go through, which is kind of interesting.
It can go pretty deep. It can go pretty deep.
Yeah.
That's very cool. I love it.
So, sweet. So that was... We kind of move back again. It's always... I will get this eventually. So that was Neverland. So if you definitely want to check that out, we'll post that. Like I said, we're going to update the description here and get that all going. So let me close that up. There we go. So definitely check them out. Like I mentioned before, it's early access, and they have Chapter 2 out as of Friday. So if you want to see more of the story, it seems like it's in progress, kind of progressing as you go. A lot of kooky characters, really cool puzzles, and awesome, like, voiceover. Like, you don't see that in a lot of games. It just takes a lot of time, but it sounds like, it's handmade, right? That's the cool thing about these games, is that they're really handmade, and this one's no exception to a lot of the games we see in COGG. So much appreciated with that, and just kind of excited to see where that goes. I'm going to play this one. I'm a sucker for, like, these just kind of really cool handmade games that you kind of progress through and see where they kind of go. So great job there. Yeah, so let us know when you do more updates. Obviously, like, we got an update when Chapter 2 was out, so keep doing that, and love to see where it goes. And the one last thing I want to do a note on, since I know we're kind of running at the end of the time, but if you go to the COGG.com and you check out our games page, COGG Games page, you'll see a lot of our games, that even some of them we talked about today, and some other ones. So definitely check us out. There's a lot of really good stuff up here, and all you have to do if you want to be a part of this is it says select here to add your game. Excuse me. And this will open up. I gotta update this because it's not really GDEX reflected, but it will still go to the same post. So all you need to do is fill out this form, put your email in there, put your name, your company, what's the name of your game, and a couple descriptions. Basically everything that we need to fill out one of these cards. And then we'll post you up. And basically what I've been doing is every time I get a new one, I just slide it right here next to this main one. And we just kind of add them. And the goal is just to get these games out for you guys so we can advertise them as we go. and share things online or go to trade shows and all that good stuff and just showcase everything here. And if later down the road, we'll probably go through and organize these in a different way so that, that might be more specific as we start to move into a lot more different types of game genres, or maybe there's ones that are coming out. And so that's kind of our goal to last couple of like a month or so, but trying to brainstorm and find out ways just to promote you guys, because you're getting so much really good content out there. Our Discord is growing, which I'm really excited about that. Everybody's been really just kind of being interactive on the space and excited to see those things. So we want to help promote you guys even more. So yeah, keep posting. Like I said, we've got our Discord channel, and I actually can kind of maybe post that there. So if we kind of look in our Discord channel, and stop going to full screen, you'll notice over here we have a section under the community that showcases where you can actually do a couple things. I mean, you can assign your role. So say, for example, if you're technical, designer, creative, you could post there, and that kind of puts your role up here so people kind of know who you are. I know, Scott, you're doing a little dance. Are you trying to get my...
I'm pointing to what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little delayed.
Sorry, that's my bad. Yes, so there's more information there, and then definitely there's a really good help channel. So if you've got things that you want to showcase and ask questions about, people ask stuff all the time. If you really are talking away and it needs to have a call, there's some voice channels down here. You guys can use peer support 1 or 2 to talk things out if you want to. We have some of our like channels that, for example, the art channel is where you can post a lot of game art channel updates, like screenshots of your game. There's sound channels, but the big one that we posted today was a share your games channel. So this was a really great way to kind of gather some of your content in here. So appreciate that. And then we kind of have a screenshot Saturdays. So if you guys got progress on your game, this is a great way to kind of show that too. So super excited to see a lot of this stuff and see it kind of grow. So we appreciate everybody's collaboration in all this, because it's really cool to see everybody's work and see it progress and things update. So but that'll about do it for today. So that was our 4 games. If we get a lot of them again like this, we'll try to showcase it again. Again, we're kind of playing the next 2 months just kind of by ear, just because of holidays and stuff. So we'll keep you guys posted. Definitely check us out again next Saturday at 1 p.m. We'll be back here on our YouTube channel posting our Gamedev Meetup. So we've got at least one person set up so far. If we're going to be working to see if you guys have anything else you want to post. But that's a great way while we do our announcements of things coming up. Say for example, December or next year, we'll be doing some updates there. So definitely stop by to see all those. And that'll kind of about do it for today. Scott, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Yeah, we had one question in the chat that is
yes.
very related, and that question is basically somebody would also like to submit their game for something that we did today, and is asking if we would like to, if we're planning on doing something that we did today again.
Yeah, that's a good question. So this is kind of our trial run.
Yeah.
We've done this before with other games, but not like so many of them, right? So yeah, let's take that back. What I would say is just message us and email us at info@thecog.com. That way I've got your information and whatnot, so we can contact you. But yeah, I'd love to do this again. I don't know. I had a lot of fun today.
Yeah.
And maybe we can do this as a recurring thing.
Exactly. I don't know if we'll do it every single month, but I definitely think that I had a lot of fun doing this, and we learned a lot. We had a lot to talk about. I definitely think we can do this again. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll keep posting that. I mean, we're always changing things. I know I've got a lot of plans and trying to change the Discord channel a bit to kind of better suit everybody's needs. And so that kind of feedback's really helpful. So keep an eye on those things. But for right now, yeah, definitely email us if you have games you want to showcase on these Let's Plays, because we really do want to use this as a way to showcase your projects, and give some light and exposure for you guys, as well as play some like top games coming out and kind of do a deep dive breakdown of some of their mechanics and like what works well and what can be improved.
Right.
So I think if we get a large collection, maybe we do it like every quarter or something like that. You know, we get a couple different games here and there. We could showcase a slew of them. So
That sounds fantastic.
yeah. So yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for showcasing your game in our channels, so we can post them here. And if nothing else, you guys have a great rest of your November. A happy Thanksgiving next week, because I know that's coming up. And we hope to see you guys next weekend. So yeah, that's all I got. We'll see you guys later, and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks,
Bye-bye. As I kind of like slowly move through this. I'm not very good at switching. Here we go.